Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amber with Ambercrafting, and I have a big project that I thought I would take you guys along for the ride with me. This is going to be a vision notebook setup. So what is a vision notebook? I had taken inspiration from the vision boards of the past, and instead of having just one poster board of images and words and ideas for things that I want to work on over the next period of time, I had created a notebook where it was kind of like a living journal of items that I'm working on, words, goals, etc. And I had done this last year, and what I want to do is take that into 2023 with me in a brand new notebook. So I can start with a quick flip through on my old journal and what the process was. This is a paper house notebook in the Harry Potter Marauders map design, and I chose that notebook because I thought this could be a map for me in mapping out my goals for the next year. And what I had done was focus on a couple of different sections. So there are, looks like there's 8 sections. And the sections are creativity, style and beauty, health and wellness, home and family, travel and adventure, relationships, my child, and money. And I divided up the notebook to contain equal sections or equal number of pages per section. And after that, I made a collage for each section. I wrote a little narrative on what I wanted to achieve for each section, and as I went throughout the year, I added more images and kind of kept on going with that collage themes. So this book, it really worked like a smash book or like an organic living, breathing journal, and I would leave this out on my desk and fill it up, maybe take some things out, and just work on it every couple of days. So I really enjoyed that whole process, the process of collaging in the beginning of the year, and even the process of kind of pulling out images as the year went on and working through those goals. And so I want to do it again this year, maybe with a little bit more of a streamlined fashion, or like I'll go through it with more of a plan, whereas this kind of came together and worked out as the year went on. And for this year, for 2023, I kind of have more of a vision on how I want to approach this project. So this is the old journal, and now this year I will be working on this journal, and I have my whole bunch of magazine clippings, pictures, I have quotes, I have some mission statements, I've got a bunch of like stickers and fun words and images, and we'll take you along with me to set up this notebook. The things that I will do are, one, numbering the pages. I like to have the pages numbered so that visually for me it makes me feel a sense of progress as the notebook goes on, and then having numbering the pages will allow me to create an index so that I can denote where each section starts and ends. And it will also help me to be able to divide up this notebook more easily with the proper amount of pages per section. The other things that I will do are making, in this notebook I had made tabs for each section. And that worked really well for, you know, going to the section that I wanted to go to. But where it didn't work is that the tabs kind of, as the year went on and this notebook was well loved, the tabs did not hold up that well. So what I want to do with this year is have tabs to tab out the section, but I want them to be flush with the page. So I will be experimenting with either gluing the tab onto the page itself, not sticking out, or I might color in the page of the paper so that the tab is, you can see the tab based on the color on the outline of the book as opposed to sticking out of the book. Other things, I will be adding a little bit more tip-ins. I have some really beautiful vellum pieces that I want to include here, and adding a little bit more personalization on the front. It's a personalization like I'm gonna have the year that this is. I really love the idea of having this on my shelf a few years from now and being able to see that this was 2021 because it's written out on the spine, or not 2021, 2023, you know, and then this having the previous year on the spine and things like that. So I'm going to speed up doing the collage part and numbering pages, and then I will be back to talk about everything that I've done and do a quick flip through at the end. Here you can see me start stamping out the year 2023 with archival ink on the front cover, and then I found some alphabet stamps in my stash and I stamp out the word vision. This ended up not working for the cover of the book, so you'll see that I update the wording a little bit later in the video. I did go on and number the pages of my notebook, and this is how I start with every setup, and I find that numbering all of the pages really breaks that trepidation that I have with starting a new notebook. And if you are like me and you think that notebooks are too precious to use, I highly recommend going and numbering out the pages first. After numbering the pages, I sectioned out the book into different parts. The front has my method of goal setting process for 2023 and table of contents and things like that. And then there's 8 sections for the 8 areas in my life that I want to focus on for the next 12 months. Here I'm decorating the front page of each of those 8 sections with some animal print vellum, and I also had some scrapbook paper with the window print on it, and I used that window print along with the vellum to have the front pages of each section be similar to kind of bring in a cohesive look to the paper. After that, I wanted to add a pocket to the back of the book. So here you can see I have another piece of scrapbook paper with matching colors, and I'm creating a pocket to hold ephemera, maybe journaling cards, other things that I want to have with me in the book. And I use a circle punch to make a notch so that I'm easily able to get in and out of the pocket. I want to also add a pocket to the front of the book, and I have some adhesive pockets in my stash, so I'm looking for something that matches.
And I chose this gold one with the moon and the stars because I thought it matched the galaxy
I've done a couple
theme.
of things so far in a few sittings. I had initially tried to stamp on the year and the word vision, but the ink that I was using, even though I know that it's archival ink, it was smearing. So I've cleaned it off and I'm going to write that again with acrylic markers in my best handwriting. And we'll see how that works. I think the acrylic markers, since they dry faster, they will not smear. Then I've put a pocket on the inside front cover. It's a clear pocket, and what I want to do is use that to hold maybe like stickers, washi strips, other items that I can use to stick things in here. And again, it's a vision journal, and I'm treating it like a smash book. So writing my goals in there, putting in magazine clippings, sticking in photos, pictures, anything that I want to work on for the year. And as the year goes on, I will like update my goals, reevaluate, reprioritize, and put in more pictures as I come across them. So this is the first page. The first page is usually stuck. What I've done is pull it apart a little bit so that it lays more flat. And this is kind of like my mission statement for the year. I had gotten this piece of vellum from I believe it was Lauren Phelps Designs at the Sugary Gal Shop planner conference back in November. There was a workshop where she provided this journaling vellum quote, and I kept it because I wanted to put it in my vision journal as opposed to using it for that particular workshop, and I'm glad that it did, because the quote here really speaks to how I want to approach the next year. And on the top I put, it's time to dream big. Here's a window. I have windows featured in this journal because I think that that's kind of the gateway to reaching your goal. There's also that quote, when a door closes, a window opens, and I want to keep that in mind as goals and situations and like opportunities do tend to change. And then I have the table of contents, which I have yet to fill in. I chose this building as the illustration for the table of contents because there were like 8 floors, and I'm approaching my life like in 8 different sections, and I've portioned out the rest of the journal into those 8 sections. What I've done is highlight the pages with pink marker. So the other theme is pink, just because like the journal is pink, and I wanted to have it, even though it's not strictly matchy, just to coordinate a little bit. And I'm going to put my 8 sections and the page numbers that they fall on in this table of contents. Luckily, I did find a magazine clipping that said contents, and I liked the print on that, so I'm using that as opposed to writing contents in myself. Then this is blank. I'm going to write this in my handwriting, what I'm leaving in 2022, and I have this clipping. This is like a reflection, so this is at the end of reflecting, which I'm doing for the month of December, things that I want to leave behind. Then I have my year at a glance. I have yet to write in year at a glance. I may stamp this with letters, or I may hand letter it. I'm not really sure yet, so that's why it's still blank for the moment. And I've used the Paper House Life Organized sticker kit here to put in the month names, and I really love how it looks. It has like that hand lettering font, and I wrote in my own calendar dates with a very fine tipped pen. Part apart from hand lettering the top, I think I'm going to leave it as is. I like the simplicity. This page is blank for now, but I plan to write in what my ideal day looks like. And this is how I will approach my tasks and things that I do when I wake up every day. And those kind of inform my routines that I hope to set in place to meet my goals. And I've left 2 pages for that, in case this like entry ends up being long. Then I have to work on this section with some goals to put in. So this is Islam, that's first. I've put in this magazine clipping because it really looks like a prayer mat to me with the intricate design. I have the star and the crescent, and I intend to write in my goals here, and then more like action items in the following pages. And you'll see that I did ink the edge of each page so that I could see what section I'm in. I may write in the name of the section here, or I may just leave it blank. I haven't decided yet what to do. My next section is creativity. Also for these sections, I'm going to either stamp or handwrite, I'm not sure, like the section title here, and I'm leaving the post-it just for now. So creativity, I have like some magazine clippings for like creative and artist icons. I crochet a lot. I want to get a lot more crocheting and needlework done this year. Pens, like more, I want to take some inspiration from carpet and ethnic designs, like cultural designs. And then I have my health and wellness section. You can see I have a window on each section to go with that theme of the notebook. I want to cook lots of healthy meals, do physical activity, have balance, do skincare and like self-care items. Then I have family and relationships, so I really want to keep my relationships close and my family close, and spend lots of time with them. So those are those images. Next I have marriage, and putting my marriage goals there. Next I have the house and home section. So I have some ideas on things that I want to do with my home, like some design ideas and keeping things decluttered and organized, having the home be very comfortable for the family, so that may bleed over a little bit from the relationships section, but I do like a separate section for house and home. Then activities and adventures. So these are, I decided to title it Activities and Adventures as opposed to Travel, because I do like to travel, but I also like to do activities and have fun things locally, and that could be going to a new place, doing museum trips, visiting new coffee shops, local shops, hanging out with friends, things like that. So, and it may include long distance travel too. I just didn't want to pigeonhole travel into its own section, where I really want to focus on new experiences and activities and adventures as well. Then, or last but not least, I should say, is education and self-growth. So I have images of like, desks, reading. There's lots of reading goals that I have for this year, some new things that I want to learn, etc. And then I had some overflow, so I'm using like the last couple of pages in the journal for notes and brain dump or anything that doesn't fit in the other sections. And the sections are evenly distributed between what I would call maybe like the front matter or introductory part of my journal, and then every section has an even 14 pages. So, 14 pages, which is 14 of these pages, and that's 28 pages if you consider them to be back and front. So that is where and I put a pocket on the back. I want to put like an inspiring quote here, maybe have a quote here as well. And that's where I am right now. Things left to do are hand letter 2023, and I want to put vision here on the front, and maybe add a couple of more like affirmations to the collage pages, write in my goals, and make a page guard or pencil guard that matches with the book. So I'm going to work on those couple of things offline, and I'll be right back.
So here's where I start making my page guard. I measure it out, punched a tab on the top, and added a quote sticker from my Tim Holtz quote book so that it can peek out of the notebook when it's inside. And I did the same thing for a smaller bookmark, and added a sticker to the front for a little extra design, laminated them both, punched them and cut them, and made sure that they fit in the book. I found another quote that went really well with the cover of the book, and I added that there and wrote in the year with my acrylic marker. And here I'm using some stickers to bookmark or bullet point the table of contents, and added a couple of other stickers to the front of my sections. So I'm at a pretty good place now with this vision journal. It's just so much fun to watch this take shape, but I have gone ahead and used my acrylograph pen, which is acrylic paint, on the cover to put in 2023, and I found this sticker inside the Mommy Lay sticker book that says "Design the Life You Want," and it had that pencil with the that little pink scribble. I thought it went really well with the gold foiling on the cover, so I decided to go ahead and use that rather than write out vision journal on the notebook. And I think it matches really nicely. And then I updated my table of contents using some of these arrow stickers from that Mommy Lay sticker book. And I really like how these look because they kind of match with the color scheme of that building. And I went in and filled in a couple of the pages with some stickers. What I have yet to do is actually do the narrative part, so write in my goals and my plans and thought process and things I'd like to do. And I think I'm going to take a little while to do so, maybe a couple more sessions, either in the morning or as the next couple of days go on and we wind down this year. So I will end here, and I'll do a separate video with a flip through when I'm done with filling in the rest of this and fleshing it out and adding that narrative portion. Oh, and I also did the page guard, and I had enough paper left over to make another bookmark. So these come in handy when I'm doing that narrative portion and I'm writing it out, because I can then do that and be leaning against the pen guard rather than having, if I'm using a ballpoint pen, having the that pressure transfer to the next page. So I'm very happy with that. And then having the additional bookmark either to, when I think about using stickers, I kind of pull them out of the book, and I kind of earmark those onto the bookmark since it's laminated, so I can use this as a holding spot for stickers that I'm about to use but I'm not quite ready for. Or, once I'm done decorating with stickers, I can use the bookmark to hold my place in the book. As this is a vision journal, I tend to be working in a couple of sections at a time. The journal already has a ribbon bookmark, but I find I sometimes need more than one bookmark to hold my place if I'm working in multiple sections or multiple places. So thanks for sticking around with me on this multi-process project. I love the way this is shaping up, and I look forward to doing a final flip once this won't be completed, but maybe once until like my initial vision part is completed with, fleshed out goals and things I want to do. I'll go ahead and share what I can. So thank you again for hanging out with me for a little bit today, and have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.